the previous slide.
Okay. Workflow. Okay. Should
Okay.
someone create a workflow
These are
or
usually seeded. Oracle gives
huh?
you the standard ones are seeded by Oracle. So what usually needs to happen is they might ask for, instead of one level, they will say two levels, or they will say after this, I want this to go to the, area of responsibility, payroll. Whoever
Hmm.
is with payroll, they must receive an FYI notification, or they want, this person to be included in the approval flow. These are
Hmm.
the changes that the client may ask for.
Okay.
So that is why, you need to have a basic understanding of what they're talking about. Then what happens, you can always understand the requirement and maybe hand it over to someone who can do the change.
Right.
That is the intention of this. So you have an approval rule. So approval rule will consist of two things. One is a
Hmm.
if and one is a then.
Hmm.
So if conditions
Hmm.
determine when an approval rule takes effect. If
Okay.
department is sales, if grade is equal to 2,
Mm-hmm.
then what do you want? Then you want two levels of supervisor approval.
Oh, okay.
So you have a if clause and you have a then clause.
Right. Okay. So this can also vary from department to business units to.
Yes, it can change from department to so we try to make it as generic as possible. So
Yeah.
let's say you have something at the business group level, or you
Hmm.
have something at the legislative level, or you have something at the department level, location level,
Hmm.
or grade
Yeah.
level. So more
Hmm.
specific you get, more number of conditions you will have to draw out.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Hmm.
So it depends on the requirement actually.
Okay. Right. For absences, you don't need two levels of approval. If the line manager says okay, it's okay usually, right?
What some companies they will say unless HR approves, it's not approved.
For absence,
If they say, what will you say? You can't say no, na?
they can't say no, but they will break their heads every
Yeah,
day by.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Line manager. So, if a system needs to know that someone is a line manager,
Huh.
um, is there a specific place where I can go and say, no, you're my functional manager, you're my line manager, you're
Of
my
course,
this
of
manager?
course. I want
Uh,
you to find that place.
is
We
it
have
an
seen that place.
assignment?
Yes. And under
We can
there,
actually attach a manager's name and
correct,
call them line
correct,
manager,
correct.
right?
Exactly, exactly.
Now, can I add? I can also add one or more.
Yes, you can have different types of managers, project manager, line manager.
The only thing is the manager's profile had to be created before we
No,
add these
not
guys.
just profile. It's
Huh.
basically moment. Actually, the way the system has been designed,
Hmm.
moment you are tagged with a manager, that manager will start seeing you as a reportee. The data will
Hmm.
immediately get reflected. Huh?
Right.
It's all
See,
in the database.
so the order in which I have to load the data should be like the senior people's data goes first. Otherwise, then you got to come back and forth and keep adding, right?
It
How
might
does it
happen
work?
now. It might happen. Your manager leaves, another manager comes.
My manager leaves and another manager comes. That could be a case, one case
Correct, correct.
that I
So
will
you
go and
have two
check.
situations here. One is right in
Hmm.
the beginning
Hmm.
when you are loading the data for the first ever time.
Right. I'm only talking about that. That time it
Yes,
will be.
yes. There has to be a sequence that the employee. So normally what we do, we first create all the employee records. Then we load
Hmm.
all the assignment records. So
Oh,
who is
okay.
whose employee, who is whose manager, who is which job. So your order would be like, the order in which we proceeded,
Hmm.
location, department, job,
Hmm.
position. In that order, you will be creating those objects. Then you create the employee record. First you do all the setup stuff,
Setup
payroll,
and okay, okay.
elements,
Uh,
balances will have to come after elements,
hmm.
all the dependencies you have to handle, formulas will have to come,
Hmm.
and then you get into employees. So before employees, again, you have to ensure DFF is there, the
Hmm.
values are all populated, then assignment, when assignment, all the work structure should be there, the
Hmm.
employee who is the manager should have been created,
Hmm. Hmm.
etc.
Okay, fine. So there's a proper flow to do this, right?
Yes, yes.
This after that, that after this. Okay. Otherwise, we'll be doing back and
Correct.
forth, and it will
And
be
actually, what happens back and forth is possible in a manual scenario. In an
right.
electronic scenario, it's a total mess.
Right.
50% will get loaded, then 10% will get loaded, then 20% will get loaded.
Yeah. Okay. So if my manager is already given, then I don't have to give these approval rules. If it requires only if there are more than one person there. Is it like
No,
that?
actually, these rules are, you're not doing it for individuals.
Huh.
You're doing it
Oh.
for
Hmm.
generic for everyone.
Okay.
So once you define these rules, based on this, your manager's flow will happen.
I could have only one manager. If you do
Yes.
a two-level
Yeah.
approval, then
If it is two level, then you will have to decide who is the second level. How will it? Second level could be line manager also. So in that case, it will go to the manager's manager.
if there is a two-level, then default there needs to be two-level managers.
Hmm.
Is it like that?
No, it could be that some companies, they say default is two levels approval.
Okay.
Manager will approve, then it will have to go to manager's
His
manager for
manager.
approval. Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is two levels.
Fine.
Some
Okay.
companies may say, I am okay with one level and let HR be in the FII.
Also, this FIA is also a default message that's already
Yes,
seeded.
it's
Okay.
like, yeah, most of these messages are seeded. So what
Hmm.
we do is, we tinker around with these ones, or,
Hmm.
we add our one or two messages here and there, or
Okay.
we
Okay.
make changes to the conditions here and there. As far as
Hmm.
possible, we try to keep it to the minimum. But
Hmm.
moment you start making changes, they come up with a whole lot of changes.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we say, use your caution is suggested. So
Okay.
these actions that you have,
Hmm.
what actions, if then clause, if these statements are true, then what
Hmm.
actions will happen?
Okay.
Actions can be approval required.
Hmm.
So somebody has to explicitly say approve, reject.
Hmm.
It could be automatic approval.
Hmm.
It could be FYI only.
Hmm.
No approval required.
Oh, okay.
These are the 4 situations which you may have.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
So we have something called as approval attributes. These are like the fields in the database which are available in the approval under the approvals section. So you can refer to them for using them in your rules. So you have an attribute category, which is a grouping of attributes.
Oh, every field in the database is called an
Most fields,
attribute.
not every field. There are most of the commonly used fields are there. They are called as attributes.
How will I know which one is an attribute? Are they
From the
specifically?
names, from the names. So you can say like workers assignment. So you know it is the employee's assignment they are talking about. Requester's assignment means whoever is requesting his assignment.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Requester's assignment is?
Suppose your manager is requesting, then it is the requester's assignment.
He will request what?
Change of salary.
Change of salary, he will request to the management.
Yeah, suppose you have the change of salary process, right? So in that, what is the manager doing? Manager is proposing a change for his employee.
Correct, correct. So he becomes a requester.
Requester.
Anybody who requests is a requester.
Requester, correct.
Okay, okay. Requester's assignment, worker's assignment, worker's salary. Correct that part. Okay.
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 So in this way, these attributes can be used in our, these rules. So when we say if workers department is equal to sales, that means workers department is the attribute.
Mm. Okay.
So now let's go and take a look in the application.
You got the new instance, right?
Yeah. So if we go back, we are talking about these two: manage approval transactions and task configurations. So we'll go to setup and maintenance. You have run the payroll processes, prepayments processes, and all of that.
I lost it for some time, sort of.
What I'm saying, you have run the payroll process, prepayment process. Have you run those?
No, I didn't. I did
Didn't.
only absence yesterday. I will
Okay.
do. I thought I'll just start
Okay.
payroll
Okay.
again. But now
So
I have better clarity after
yeah.
we wrote down that thing.
Actually, what happens, this is another approach. We first cover all the topics. So, what happens, overall, what is
Uh,
there, and then you can go in and practice. So more you
uh,
practice, you get more
hmm,
comfortable, more familiar. Now, okay, this is what I have to do. These are the things that I need to do. There will be issues,
hmm.
even
Right,
after
right.
doing everything, there'll be so
Hmm.
many issues. So that things will remain. Don't worry about that.
Right, right.
What, once we have covered all the topics,
Hmm.
I tell everyone, take some time and do them yourself.
Hmm.
More you do, you will
Right.
realize, this is what it is, and then we can always meet, maybe 1 week later, 2 weeks later, collect all your things,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then you can always
Hmm.
have those things
Yeah.
clarified and done. That way, it will give you more confidence that yes, you are able to do it on your own. Because
Right,
ultimately,
right.
during the interview, more you are able to say that this is what I did, this is what I did. It shows that you have done it
Hmm.
yourself.
Correct.
Okay. See, these are the transactions that have been happening.
Okay.
Okay. So these are coming from purchase order. PO means purchase order, requisitions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are you familiar with purchasing processes?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So these are requisitions, processes, checklist, tasks. Checklist task is we have in HR, the
Mm.
checklist, you can assign
Mm.
checklist. So these are the transactions. So let's
Mm.
look at a purchasing document flow, what they are talking about.
So you got into this by manage task configuration for HCM, right? That is a
No,
task.
approvals.
This is approval task.
Uh,
Oh, this is manage approval transactions for HCM. Okay.
yes. So here it tells you what
Mm.
it is, what is the approval history, details, all these are visible here.
Okay.
Then you can see the view transaction history. So what happened, the transaction history is at the bottom. So it basically shows you the flow also
Mm.
in terms of, who submitted it, where did it go, this is in hours. If you want to see in months, so you can zoom basically. So they submitted in the month of November and then
Mm.
got completed on such and such date.
Okay.
And this is the transaction summary that we were looking at. And if you want to look at the approval rules, then we go there. So let's go back to that. So here you can do a filter based on the status, whether it is failed, completed, draft, stuck, whatever it is.
Okay.
And it tells you, this is where I often system admin people come in, they will say that, my task is stuck, or, its approval request has not come.
Mm.
I don't know where did it go. So then people can come here and check how it
Okay.
is and stuff like that. And these are the approval rules.
Mm.
So here you have the different processes. You see these processes? So add contingent worker, add contact, add non-worker,
Okay.
think change photo, change personal information, change marital status, change manager. So if you want to look at any particular transaction rules, you can click on configure rules.
So for every transaction, we should create a
Yes.
rule.
There, it is
Oh.
already created. It all comes seeded with the application.
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry about that.
We need to change in case we want.
No, yes, in case client wants certain changes, then that is done. Or they might have one or two new transactions. In that case, those will have to be created.
In a test instance, so everything is auto approved, right?
No, yes, here they have set it to auto approve actually.
But otherwise, in real time, when if you're even an
Yes,
implementation consultant, when you're doing something, it will ask for approval.
it might, because you would have to test it now before giving it in production.
All right. Okay.
See, these are the rules. So
Huh.
if change manager rule, then what? Then auto approve. So what is the change manager rule? If you click on it, it will give you the details.
Oh. Okay. The one below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rule name is this. It is this. And 1 equal to 1. 1 equal to will always be 1. So this will always be valid. And since it will be valid, therefore it will always be auto approved, basically.
Actually, I don't understand uh, the logic at all. So
Oh, yeah.
if change manager rule, then
Then,
oh. So change manager, you're saying it's auto approved. Nobody has
no,
to.
what I'm saying, if change manager rule could be if change manager is equal to CEO.
Huh.
Then what?
Who, who does this is my question. Can I go and change someone's?
If you have access to that employee record, you can. Usually managers will have access to their reportees records, right?
When you say change manager, I understood that I'm changing someone's
You
position.
as, you as an individual, you will not have access to everyone's
No,
report.
not me as an individual. Let's say I'm a manager and I have someone working under
Correct,
me. I'm going
correct.
and changing
Yes,
their position.
yes, yes.
Is
Here,
that what it
there you are
is?
changing their manager.
Oh, I'm changing their
Change
manager.
manager rule, na? That is why they are saying change manager rule.
So I can go change their manager and it's auto approved.
Ah.
Okay, fine. All right.
And change manager rule, what is the condition they are talking about? They are talking about 1 equal to 1.
Which is always the same.
True.
True. So it
If
will
it
be
is true
auto
or
approved.
auto approved. Correct, correct.
Okay,
Now let
okay.
us look at another one.
Yeah.
Couple of times you look at this, you will feel the flow.
Okay.
Uh, you can also search here. Let's say, do we have anything for?
What are those that are in blue?
These are like bypass approvals. So approvals it will not go for approval.
Okay. Is it there should be a transfer or
Yeah,
or
hire an employee or manage person.
Saurabh, in the weekend could you just check on the instance? I don't know when we'll get it. That it is we tried to add a contingent worker and it never worked.
Oh yeah, we'll have to. We'll double check that.
I saw in payroll there was this payroll security profile, which is not coming in setup and maintenance, but it is coming under payroll only.
Did you go in and see what is inside it?
No, I
Sometimes
did.
they just change the names. See, manage salary is here. Okay, so let's go to manage salary, and I want to check. So configure roles.
Why is everything say don't archive?
Archive transaction means like older version. So
Oh,
new, some changes have come in.
if now the current version is 20D, right? So if it's Fusion, automatically everybody will be working on 20D.
No, not everybody. Depends on their versions. They will upgrade and all that stuff will happen.
It's not an auto upgrade,
No,
right?
no.
So I can still choose to work on R12 also.
Yes. R12 means that is a different product
Version.
actually.
Oh,
That's Fusion is a different product. E-business is a different product.
so what is Fusion? This is called what?
Fusion Cloud.
That is fine. So
Hmm.
they say something, right? Release 13, release 12.
No. See, these releases are different. Oh, when you said release 12, I thought eBiz because
Hmm.
eBiz is release 12 is the latest one. Here,
Okay.
this is release 11, but 20D is the version. I'll explain that to you. If you go to this Oracle over here, we are going back to day 1.
See, I forgot the first few lessons.
How can you? So this is 20D. So when we say 20D, they are actually referring to this 20. But this is main release is 11.
And 13 is?
13 is a they say point releases basically. So
Oh, okay.
so you could have like 11, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19C. So it will be like 13, 19, and C could be like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. They
So,
have a particular naming convention.
okay, fine. So this is 1120D. So there is no, you can still be in 1120A or something
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Actually, what happens?
Mm.
These are upgrades are done either for new features or for bugs.
Oh,
So
okay.
new releases are, the bugs have been taken care of. So naturally, companies, if they hit a bug, they will have to go and upgrade.
Upgrade is also subscription based.
No, that I think Oracle, it's part of the deal that, you have to subscribe and they will give you the upgrade details.
Okay.
All right. So see, in this, there are multiple if conditions.
Mm.
So if over 10%, so how are they calculating over 10%? So if you click on this, you will see the details. See, under 10%. So how is the rules being done?
Suppose salary change. Uh,
So if it is more than 0, but
mm.
less than 10. So these are the conditions, if condition.
Mm.
So if this is true, then what will happen? Then if it is 10%, it will go up the manager hierarchy.
Mm.
After manager hierarchy, it will go to the corresponding representative.
Meaning,
Wait,
management hierarchy could be
wait.
who?
Management hierarchy means what? Who is the hierarchy?
Line manager,
Yes. How many levels?
2 levels.
Correct. Understood? Next. Who is the representative? Click on it. Who is the representative?
The HR.
Yes, HR representative. Now tell me, where do we specify HR representative?
Where do I specify meaning?
Where do we specify who is an HR representative, who is a payroll representative, who is a union?
Roles.
No.
Can you please ask me the question again? Where do we?
Define
Uh-huh.
who is
Who's
a HR representative, who is a payroll representative, who is a union representative.
in the assignment?
You go find out in the next class, you give me the answer.
Okay.
All right. Now, so see, if it is over 10%, then
Hmm.
it goes to the representative.
Hmm.
Okay. Otherwise, if it is under 10%, then management hierarchy is good enough.
Okay.
If it is negative percent, then what happens? Here they have made it inactive actually.
Okay.
So in this way, if some changes are required, then what people do is they add the rules here one by one.
Oh,
Add a
okay.
new rule.
So this can be done only by a technical guy, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's why that's what I was telling you initially, just be
Know what
aware.
is what.
Yeah, just be aware, but don't pitch yourself as a person who can do approval management.
Hmm.
All right. So if then, and then what happens, then you have another plus show here. So once you do this, then you will say, okay, maybe you want to add the representative, or, you know, in those cases, you can just drag and drop them over here. So in those cases, they get added.
Who then? Anybody who's approving is the user, right? Why they have something called specifically user
Where user?
on the right?
Oh, user means then you are identifying by user. User means like HCM IMPL. So it will go to HCM IMPL user. So these
Oh,
are different ways of identifying who it will go to. When we say management hierarchy, it is going to the manager based on the
right.
line manager. When we are saying position hierarchy, it is following the position hierarchy.
Okay. All right, fine.
Got it?
Hmm.
So in this way, different rules are there. So what I will suggest is, once you know, maybe tomorrow or once you get the system, just go through them one by one. That's it. You don't have to know everything. Just get yourself familiar.
Okay.
Just, you know, what they are, how they are being done, what is the configure rules. So each of these processes are there. So in anything that you find which is new, you can go and look it up.
Okay.
So this is as far as your approval part is concerned.
Hmm.
Then this was the approval. Then you have the transaction. No, what was the other
It's
thing?
called task
Task
configuration.
configuration. Sorry. Task. Manage task configuration for human capital management. So once this comes up, you will realize these are different parts of the you know, the approval task flow that is there.
Hmm.
You know, what sort of messages will go out, what will be the approval message, what will be the FII message, and stuff like that.
Okay. This this question you asked, who, where you define. Usually we define when we give the user, when we attach the data role, right? No.
No,
HR administrator, payroll administrator, this guy
no.
is there.
I'm talking about HR representative, HR representative, payroll representative.
If we do something like that. Yeah. Okay. I have to think about it.
It's taking a bit of time.
The task is not opening.
See here, you
Huh.
have these, each of these tasks. Okay. So absence approval, this one, you know, absence case, human task, absence catch all, multiple absence plan, balance, disbursement approval. Say absence approvals or absence approvals task. So from these names are similar to the tasks that you are doing through the application.
Hmm.
So this is called as the BPM work list. You see here at the top, BPM
Hmm.
work list. So here when you're searching, this searching is with an asterisk. You can also put like ABS So it will only show the absence related stuff. You can put, like payroll related stuff, or, termination or stuff like that. So here, absence approval, what it will do, outcome is approve or reject. Who are the assignees? Means who are the people, task owner, how it will be. So this is the flow. Absence approvers. So if you click on this, you get to see go to the rule. So it will take you to the rule. So you have an absence rule. So when you click on this, if and then, that if and then thing is being shown here. So there, what you build, you can actually see that here.
Okay.
If then rules. So this is the assignee, then this is the data, transaction approval request, get new transaction ID. If there are any deadlines, dates within which it has to be done, due date in how many days. Upon expiration, what do you think should happen?
Expiration.
You want expiration means, suppose you are send a notification to your manager, he does nothing, so it might expire after 1 day.
It
So
will
after
escalate,
expire,
right?
yeah, so what do you want? So basically you can say do nothing. So here it says do nothing. So you could choose something else. At the task level you do something, or assignee level you do something. You may want to resend that notification if nothing has been done. So who are the people who will receive the notifications? Assigned, when it is, who are the assignees? Creator, owner. These three people will receive the different notifications. Who will access, what access will be given? Then
So you said that you can do some messages with Go. That is all.
yeah, these are the notifications actually. Or again, you have this configuration. So configuration is different things that you are controlling. Allow participants to route the task to other participants, allow participants to edit, allow initiator to add participants. You can switch them off so they won't be able to do those tasks. Complete
Okay.
task immediately when participant chooses reject. Prohibit user self-approval. Can he do his own approval? Mandate, approve, reject. Now this is in, like, mostly it is in read-only mode. If you want to edit, then you click on this edit the task.
So all these have been seeded. We want to
Yes,
configure. Okay.
these are all seeded. And in case you want to make any changes, you'll have to come here and make changes.
I'll just go through this. Looks a little
Yeah,
overwhelming.
don't spend too much time on this, but just be aware of these terms.
Right. This seems to be important, but because otherwise nobody will, the whole process will fail, right? There needs to be
Yeah, yeah,
approval.
yeah.
But or if and only if the client wants a change in the format that it already is, then we come here and play
You
around.
come here, or you want to see what is the approval that has been given by the client, what has been set up by the client.
Right, like system admins might need a day in day out, they might have issues and they might play with it.
Lot of companies nowadays are doing these support projects for different Oracle Fusion customers. So for support projects, mostly it is like, they will say this is not working. So then you have to go investigate why it's not working, what could be fixed.
For support projects, they would only look at technical guys. Why would they look at functional
No,
consultants?
because you need to understand the application functionally also. Otherwise, technical guys will be all at sea. You need
Will
to know
be?
what are the intricacies, what are the dependencies.
Okay.
There was one guy who had come for the demo class. Okay,
Hmm.
so he had. I stopped.